So ants are very intelligent and hardworking and lead a peaceful life. So we have read so much about them, and we all have always heard about them, that they are very hardworking. The first thing the ants are, they are very hardworking. They always go and take their food. They never just sit and sit idle and waste their time. No, they always work hard. Whenever you see an ant, you will always see the ant is always carrying something. तो हमेशा they are very hardworking and they always lead a peaceful life. You will never see an ant fighting with the other. कभी भी ants लड़ती नहीं आपस में. They live with all peace and love. So this is one thing that we should learn from ant, and that is the basic teaching they give us, to be always united and always work hard. Now ants, they perform several duties. Now this is what the community of ants they do. So there are community of ants जो इकट्ठे रहते हैं. बहुत सारी ants होती हैं जो इकट्ठे रहती हैं, ग्रुप में रहती हैं, and they have divided their work. Like human beings, we know our duties and responsibilities. Similarly, they also know about their duties and responsibilities, and some of them are learners, some of them are nurses, some of them are soldiers, some of them are trainers. So this is how they have divided their work. Now ants in the house never quarrel with each other. They never fight with each other. They always live a very peaceful life. तो अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम भी होती है, so they sit and solve it out, but they do not fight. तो कभी भी नहीं लड़ते हैं. They always live in peace and harmony. So ants, how they use their feelers or antenna to talk to each other, as they cannot communicate by words. अब human beings तो बोलकर communicate कर लेते हैं. Animals also, they speak and communicate, though we do not understand their language, as they do not understand us. So similarly, ants, when they want to talk, so there are antennas on the top of their head. यहाँ पर दो ऐसे long से spring hair type होते हैं, that is called antenna, and they use their antennas to talk to each other. As you can also see in the picture, the two ants are trying to communicate something through their antennas. Now ants are of several types. बहुत types होती हैं इनकी भी, but the most common ones that you have also seen in your houses, either they are black or they are red ones. फिर size में difference होता है बहुत ज़्यादा, कुछ मोटी होती हैं, कुछ पतली होती हैं. That is something different, but the most common ants are black and the red ones. The red ones are, I believe, more poisonous, and if they bite you, you get lot of red bumps on your hand or wherever they bite. But the black ones are very normal ones. Now this is what how ant live in their home. So as you can see, there is an ant hill. Ant hill होता है एक छोटा सा छोटा सा पहाड़ होता है जो मिट्टी के अंदर भी होता है और थोड़ा सा बाहर राइज कर रहा होता है. That is basically ant hill, and they also dug inside the ground, as you can see. So now ants' comfortable home is just below the surface of the soil. तो उनका जो सबसे comfortable जो घर होता है वो होता है just below the surface of the soil. तो जो first layer होती है soil के अंदर वो होता है उनका comfortable home, and above that they make a ant hill. So these homes are called ant hills. Each home has hundreds of little rooms and passages. छोटे बहुत सारे rooms होते हैं, passages होते हैं, छोटे रास्ते होते हैं जहाँ से ये लोग ants they actually pass and they usually live. Now there are rooms to lay eggs. Now there are different rooms also. Like एक in human community में भी बहुत चीज़ों के different places होती हैं. Similarly, ants also, they have several rooms and every room has something on it. Now as there are rooms to lay eggs, so ऐसा नहीं होता कि ant का जहाँ मन के egg देती है. No, there are particular rooms where they lay eggs, and not even every ant can lay egg. It is only queen ant which lay eggs, and there are nurseries for young ones. छोटे ant के बच्चे होते हैं उनके लिए एक nursery भी होती है. Nursery is a small room where all the little ones are actually kept, and the little ones, छोटे ants के young ones होते हैं, the little ones are actually called grub. So the name given to them is grub. And then there are other rooms. Some rooms are used as storage houses. So storehouses is where ants they keep their food, as you can again see in the picture. In the on one corner, extreme right corner, you can see that there is like small pieces of food is over here. So what it is basically food for ants. Now some are used as storehouses and some are also for soldiers. Like soldiers have their different barracks over there. यहाँ पे soldiers खुद को save करते हैं, protect करते हैं, and they are also protecting the ants which are living in the house. So that is how their whole house is divided into different parts or different compartments, you can say. So now each ant is assigned a particular task. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि कुछ ant वेली बैठी है और कुछ ant काम कर रही है. Everyone works equally and everyone is being assigned a different task. सबको कुछ ना कुछ काम दे दिया जाता है and as they are given the work, they start working. Now the problem is of new learners. New learners होते हैं the young ones, the grubs. Now as the grubs are being born, they are being fed well and जैसे उनको feed करते हैं अच्छे से and then they are ready to work, so they are also being given the duties. And how they are given? First of all, they are being taught duties. तो जो old ants होती हैं, the master ants, they basically work as trainers and वो फिर जो छोटे छोटे ants होते हैं उनको उनका काम समझाते हैं and that's how they learn. So new ants learn their duties from old ants and they learn to work as workers, soldiers and cleaners. Now one more thing, ants are very clean. अब वो किसी को पैसे देकर तो नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकते ना, like we human beings give money and afford a maid, but they cannot do it because they are not working, they are not having money. So what they do, they assign work to their own community. Like this might have happened during the lockdown also. जब lockdown हुआ था तो mother ने घर में सब बच्चों को and everybody got a task to do. Because no maid was coming, nobody was supposed to go out, nobody was supposed to come inside. So सबको कुछ ना कुछ duties दे दी थी. Like a person is washing utensils or dishes, so there is another person who's going to cook. There is another person who will clean the house. ऐसे सबको responsibilities दे दी थी. So similarly, ants also they give responsibilities to everyone. And the new ones, they are being taught first of all. उन्हें सिखाया जाता है कि कैसे काम करना है. And then what they are being given duties. Some work as a workers, some soldiers, and then there are cleaners. So after training, when they are being taught, when they are being given lessons, so after that lessons are called training. So after training, they get busy doing their job. जैसे उनकी training खत्म होती है, उनको काम करना आ जाता है, and the little ones also they start working. Now queen ant is the mother of the colony. तो जितने भी colony है, जितने ants है, उनका एक mother होता है. Mother is not here. Mother refers to two things. One, mother is that she actually is the mother because she only gives birth, and the second reason why we call her mother because she is the leader of the group. तो जो queen ant होती है, that is the only ant that could actually give birth to the young ones. So queen ant is the mother of the colony of ant. It lives for about 15 years. जो 15 years तक survive करता है. So the one more very interesting part about this queen ant is that she has wings on her back. So there are pair of wings, दो wings हैं, and when it is her wedding night, जब उसकी finally wedding night होती है, so wings actually drops off and then she becomes wingless. And the main job of queen ant is not to do anything. Like other ants are busy in doing their work, some are doing workers, some are soldiers, but the queen ants, the only job they have is to lay eggs. उनका कोई काम नहीं होता. For their 15 years of lifespan, they have only one work to do, that is lay eggs. So eggs hatch and grubs come out of it. तो eggs hatch होते हैं, टूटते हैं, और उसमें से कौन आता है? ग्रब्स आते हैं. नाउ यू विल थिंक मैम छोटी सी तो एंट है, उसके कैसे एग होंगे? ना यस, द एंट्स दे कम आउट ऑफ एग्स एंड वेरी टाइनी, वेरी स्मॉल, लाइक अ डॉट यू कैन से. दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ एग्स from where these grubs they come out. Very small eggs are actually there of ants. Now we see that it takes 5 to 6 weeks for a grub to become an ant. तो कितना टाइम लगता है एक ग्रब को ant बनने में? Nearly 5 to 6 weeks. ant बनने में 5 to 6 weeks लग जाते हैं, and it is actually very short time but a long time for basically such a tiny animal or animal. Now we see that there are certain other creatures also who live in anthill. तो anthill में सिर्फ चींटियां नहीं रहते हैं. There are other creatures also who live over there, like beetles रहते हैं, green flies रहते हैं, और कुछ ants की ही lesser breeds रहती हैं, जो बहुत developed breeds नहीं हैं, जो थोड़ी कम lesser breeds हैं, वो भी यहाँ रहते हैं. Now there are reasons why they stay over here, why beetles, why other animals they live in anthill is because some of them give very sweet juices to them. तो ये जो beetles and all होते हैं, flowers पे बैठते हैं, they suck nectar and then they come to anthill to give very sweet juices. बहुत sweet juices देते हैं, इसलिए some are there and some give good smell. तो जो एंटहिल में जो भी फाउल स्मेल या ओडोर होता है, so some animals some insects who are basically sitting on flowers, they also bring the fragrance of flowers from there, and when they come in anthill, whatever foul smell is there, that is being cut off by the good smell of these creatures. So that's why ants believe that ants let them stay in, क्योंकि उनको इसलिए रहने देते हैं because some bring sweet juices and some bring good smell, or they remove off foul or odor. So that's why they let them stay in. Now green fly is again a very important insect and which lives in anthill, and green fly is also known as ants cow, and चींटियों की cow है. Why it is so? Because they give them milk. As cow give milk to us, so green fly gives milk to ants, and that's why it is their cow, and that's why they also play an important role in their existence in anthill. Now this story has taught us that there are many things to learn from ants. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. How they save their food, how they work hard, how there is unity in it, how there is harmony in it. They teaches us so many things. And hard work, sense of duty, discipline and care for the young ones. That we should learn from ants, that how to work hard. We should know our sense of duty. We should know sense of responsibility. We should know that how disciplined we should be. And above that, we should learn from ants how to care for their young ones. Like how beautifully they care for their little ones. This is what we should learn from them. They also teach us firm loyalty to the land where they live. कि जहाँ पर वो रह रहे हैं उस land से वो इतना loyal होते हैं that they do not leave that land and they protect that land for a long period of time. So we are also living in a country and we are living for so long, so we should also know the loyalty towards our land and how to love our country and how to protect our country. So all these things, who teaches you? A very tiny animal. So I hope the title of the chapter is completely justified, because these are the little teachers only who teaches us so many beautiful things in life, who tells us how to do things wonderfully in the perfect way and how to be the best person, a best small insect you can say. This is what these animals teaches us. Now let's jump on to the conclusion.